How are you? Sit down, sit down. Don't worry, don't worry. So really just relax, okay? I myself am not a talent agent, okay? I represent a talent agent. And he's very busy. So I come and I meet with all the, everyone in the city wants to be a movie star, so someone's got to meet with all of them. So I'm one of the people who goes through other people, kind of the filter. You know what I mean? But you don't have to worry, okay? Don't worry at all. We're just gonna go through some basic things, okay? I'm gonna tell you a little bit about, the job. Have you ever been on a movie set before? No? Okay. No, there's nothing to fear. But you've acted before, right? Okay. What have you been in? Okay. So you've been in some plays. Any here? No? Okay, that's fine. You just moved. It's a lot of the people I meet with. You don't have to worry about that. Well, you should probably know by now that a lot of things that get you far in this city are not always talent related. But that's okay, because I think that you look great. You have a great look. It's not always about, who's the prettiest. It's about who has a look that'll capture well on camera. Those aren't always the same thing. They're not always synonymous. But I think you have a very interesting look. And you have a headshot? You don't. Okay. You're gonna need to get on that really quick, okay? No worries. I can direct you to someone if you need to get one, okay? Yeah. So you'll need a headshot. But that's okay. We can move on. So the agent I work for works for MGM. How it usually works, most agents aren't lone wolves. They work for one of the big companies, and then a star will get signed under that company. And so when they want to make a movie, they only work for that one company. So if you get signed to MGM, you're only going to make MGM pictures. If you sign to Paramount, you're only going to make Paramount pictures, and so on and so forth. If you get signed to Warner, you're only going to make the Warner picture. You know what I mean? Okay. So you're kind of choosing your family in a way. Yeah. And they will decide kind of where they see you fit in certain ways. And you kind of get fit into an archetype that way. Yeah. Whatever archetype they feel is right for you. So you have experience in plays. Yeah. What kind of roles do you usually play? Okay? I see that for you. Let me write that down. Okay. Got it. And you are how old? Okay. Okay. And sorry, remember your name? Okay. See, I should start there, but I always get so excited to talk. You know how it is. Okay, let me just get that here for you. Okay. Well, I'm glad that you have some experience. Some people, they come to me and they just, they have a dream in their heart and that's all. And hey, that's okay. That's okay too. Yeah, but, it's good to know that you know a little bit about what you're doing. But it's a double-edged sword almost, a little bit. Let me explain. So, acting in the picture is a little different than acting on the stage. Because, when you act, when you act on a stage, you have some people who are right here, and you have some people who are really, really far away. So you have to really be over the top with it. And, you may think like, you're on a big screen, so you want to, let your heart loose, but you can't always do that, because we got cameras and they're going to go really close to you, okay? So you gotta do more with your face than always like a big over the top, especially if you're not going to do like a comedy or stuff like that. We have some more serious pictures. is what we work on. So a couple things. I always like to remind these to people because I know I'm working with a lot of people who have never acted on film before. I've never been on a film set before. So I like to tell them these things, okay? Listen. Number one, okay? The theatrical experience is great. It's good to know you can memorize lines, okay? That's one thing. A lot of people think that, just because you're not speaking through the picture, that you don't have to memorize lines, but you do. You do have to memorize lines. You can't just say whatever you want just because, it's not picking up every single word that you say just because the picture is going to be to, instruments and not to your voice. You can't, it doesn't, you know what I mean? It doesn't work like that. So you do have to memorize lines. And you can't, they get pretty mad if you swear or anything. So you really shouldn't do that. Plus you don't want people complaining and saying that you say bad words on the set, in the film. Okay. The other thing, also make sure they're gonna get mad at you if you do this. You're not gonna look directly at the camera, okay? And I'm sure you're used to this from stage acting, okay? You don't often look people in the audience dead in the eye. You kind of look out beyond, unless if there's a specific thing that they want you to do and they want you to look at the camera. Yeah. That makes sense. Okay. The other thing I wanted to tell you, okay, with regards to you coming from a theatrical background, it doesn't worry me, but I just want to remind you, you really want to use less of your hands. Use less of your hands and less of your big theatrical movements and more in your face, okay? Why don't you show me, give me scared, okay? Give me surprised, okay? Do it again with more with your eyes, okay? Give me really happy. Well, yeah, and make sure you don't squint because that shows up really bad on camera because they need you to have, big eyes. But if you're squinting a lot when you act, it shows up really bad on the camera, right? Okay. Also, okay. What else I want to say to you? Okay. Another thing that you should know is that unfortunately in the world that we live in, everyone wants to be a movie star, but there's a lot of them. A lot of them want to be movie stars. That doesn't always work. A lot of your work will probably be extra work, at least at the beginning. I hope that more will come for you, but I can't promise it. When you're an extra, it's not always easy, okay? I mean, doing pictures in general is not easy, but when you're an extra, you need to know, you know how to do your own makeup? Okay. Good. Because you won't always have a makeup artist. Okay? It's best, a good tip for you, okay? I don't have to tell you all this, but I like to see people succeed. A good tip for you is that when you're on set, it's best to be self-sufficient. As self-sufficient as you can be. Directors don't like to be bothered. They're a little annoying like that. So try your best to just, if you're in a picture and it's a period film, try and figure out what you need to wear instead of asking them, what should I get? Yeah. What else? You're gonna be in a lot of movies if they like you. But if they like you, expect to be in a lot of pictures, okay? I hope you like coffee. Because you're gonna be, you could be in 20, 30, even more. People are very in demand. Almost 100 pictures a year. As many as they can get you to do. So, be warned. It's not for the faint of heart, okay? You gotta work really hard, okay? Remember, everyone else wants to be in your place, so you gotta work really, really hard, okay? Oh, what else? Oh, look at me, I'm getting tired. Oh, one more question. Do you find that you don't like it when people ask you a lot of personal questions? You don't mind? Perfect. You're gonna get a lot of personal questions, okay? When you, if you are signed and they see potential in you, you're gonna get interviewed almost immediately, okay? All the big magazines, Photo Play, Screenland, they run a lot of things about, oh, who's this actor dating? Who's this actor with? Stuff like that. But also, they love to shout out the new stars. And if they really believe in you, they're gonna pay. And they're gonna make sure that you have a whole little, introducing you, and they have like a little picture of you, and then they're gonna say all the pictures you're gonna be in, and people are gonna be really excited. So I'm gonna ask you a lot of questions, okay? There's not a lot of privacy. You have to be prepared for that, okay? Okay. Okay, perfect. One more question. A couple more questions, okay? When are you're available to start working now, right? Okay, good. And do you feel like, okay, I'm looking at you. You're okay if we cut your hair, right? Okay, good. Because I noticed this pretty long. It would need to, I know some actresses pin it up, but I think it'd be most beneficial to you if you got a chop today. Even before you go get your head shot. Yeah. Like this short. Yeah. They might change some things. Do the hair. Maybe change up your makeup. Yeah. It's just a part of it, Okay. Well, I've gotten a good amount of information from you. Yeah. I need the headshot. That's the biggest part, okay? Because, as I said, they want to make sure you show up good on the camera. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna need to get that from you. Do you have any questions for me? I know you got a lot of things thrown at you. Well, I'm glad that you could meet with me, okay? This is already a huge step. Not everyone gets to meet with me. I'm an exclusive woman, okay? Exclusive hours. But you get the picture, you come and you give it to me. I'm gonna pass it on to above me, and then hopefully he'll pass it on to above him, and then it'll be approved by the studio gods, and you will be able to come join us. Okay. Perfect. Well, I'll have to have you come back, okay? Hopefully like tomorrow or the day after. It's very important, okay? We get a lot of people in and out, okay? And I don't wanna forget you, and I don't wanna put your file in the wrong cabinet, and then it's gone forever, okay? Okay. Alright. Well, you have a good day, okay? Hopefully I'll see you in a couple days, okay? Okay, it was lovely chatting with you. I feel very good things about your future, okay? You just gotta remember, okay? Just keep going. Go out there, do your thing. I'm rooting for you. No one else maybe, but that's okay. Okay. Well, I'll see from you soon, okay? I'll hear from you. Okay. You have a good day.